I beat her last time, and she just didn't. They just cheated me out.
No, you did not. You did not beat me.
Yeah, I did. My grandson, often preaching. This is his show. He does it every time he gets a chance. And today's topic is the firing of FBI Director James Comey. We're going to speak about him. The only thing I see wrong with it, should have fired him weeks ago. That you do, then we'll go to Arthur with the questions.
Hello everyone, this is Papa Sam with his favorite grandchild, Arthur T. Pritchett. And today everyone, we're going to talk about the FBI Director being fired. And Papa, what are your thoughts on James Comey being fired?
It is high time. Anybody can sit on it to be in his position and know all the things he went through. Hillary, the Clinton administration, Loretta Lynch meeting him on the tarmac, and all of that. And he didn't find that to prosecute about. Boom, should have been fired.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. And evidently it was a lot of other people's opinion.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to welcome.
Well,
It's just a horrible thing. I hate the man got fired, but he ought to be fired for doing what he did.
yep.
And that's what I got to say about that. Hillary Clinton should have been prosecuted, put in jail. Administration should have been locked up. But Democrats can get by with things that Republicans can't. Go through history, you'll find that out to be true. Back to you, Mr. Pritchett.
Alright, your next question for the day is, was James Comey harder on Donald Trump with the Russian hacking?
That's all. Remember the guy that made the movie Heroes of America? Dinesh D'Souza, or whatever his name is. He said when a Democrat gets over to a narrative, they stick with it till it dies. And they'll do anything to throw blame away from them the reason they didn't win the election. So naturally they're going to hold on to Russia's involvement. And if it weren't for Russia's involvement, it'd be something else, they're a bunch of crybabies. They're a bunch of lollipop suckers. They need a sugar tip to put them to bed and wake them up in 8 more years. And thinking they'd find somebody to run against somebody. They lost because they had a poor campaign. They lost because she won't work for doggone. And what they've done in this country under Obama wasn't working, and they need to be, all of them need to be scratched.
Your next question for the day is, Papa, what are your thoughts on how long ago should James Comey been fired?
They should have been fired when he got up that morning and said she was guilty of that, and gross negligence and everything. He said he should have been fired the same day. He says, I find no reason not to prosecute her. That wasn't his decision. That should have been Loretta Lynch. But the way I look at it, behind the scenes, he was told to say that. He was bought and paid for by the Clinton administration, not the Clintons and Obama administration. But they didn't. What did they do to him? Nothing. And he got up there and took advantage of that and said that, but he should have been fired that day.
Yeah, I agree with you. Your next question for the day is, what are your before we get into the other questions, let's talk about something different. You beat the brakes a long time ago of our Uncle Chris. You beat the brakes off him when you went fishing with him one time.
I've only beat him one time. Now, you talking about somebody putting on a show. I went with him one day last week. He had a bait like that right there, except it was silver. He caught about 18 bass I caught one. That's what you call beating the brakes. I didn't have one of them baits, but I got one now.
You got one now.
Yeah.
Your next question for the day is, Papa. You said the water grew about a foot when you beat him.
Yes, it did. He was right there in the boat crying. But he caught the biggest fish that day. But I think I caught the most.
The next question for the day is, Papa, what are your thoughts on? Well, we're going to talk about Donald Trump for a minute. It's already been 100 days since Donald Trump's been our president. And what are your thoughts on Donald Trump being our president for more than 100 days?
Oh, Donald Trump. I like what he's doing so far. If he can just get everything, I ain't never seen as much. The Democrats are so bound and determined. A lot of big money is behind George Soros and all them. Harry Reid, not Harry Reid, but old Schumer has got to do what they tell him to do.
Yeah.
Sure do. They got to do what they say to do.
Yep, Chuck Schumer. What are your thoughts on old Chuck Schumer?
Oh, he's like a little pest. Somebody needs to call the Orchid Man and exterminate him.
Your next question for the day is, Papa, what are your thoughts on Nancy Pelosi?
Chuck Schumer and her both were just old, wore out pieces of crap we don't need no more.
Yep, your next question for the day is, now, Papa, you've had a hard time with something today.
Don't go there.
Your next question for the day is, Papa, what are your thoughts on Donald Trump meeting with Russian foreign minister?
He needs to. We need some kind of agreement.
And your next question for the day is, what are your thoughts on how is James Comey as our FBI director?
How is James Comey? He wasn't a good one. He probably was good at one time, but he let himself get involved in things he shouldn't have got involved in.
Your next question for the day is, Papa, what are your thoughts on goodness gracious. Well, what are your thoughts on, well, who do you think is going to be the new FBI director?
I don't know. I'd like to have a man like,
Why did he make this call?
I don't know who I'd pick.
There are two narratives. The narrative that I think
Rudy Giuliani.
that on the 24th of April, Rod Rosenstein is confirmed as the Deputy Attorney General through whom the FBI reports. He comes into office.
I think he's a little roughshod.
Comey handled himself. He takes 2 weeks. He obviously, reading from his letter,
well, right now we have someone else who's an interim FBI director.
To the Attorney General yesterday that I think is well argued.
I don't know.
Bipartisan concern that Comey overstepped his role as the FBI
James, what are your thoughts on James Comey overstepped his role as an FBI director? Your next question for the day is, Papa, what are your would Rudy Giuliani, in your opinion, be a good FBI director?
That is one.
Yeah, probably so. He would be a good one, but he's probably don't want the job on account of don't pay enough money.
Yeah. Your next question for the day is, has Donald Trump been a good president to the American people so far?
So far, he's trying to do what he said he would do, and that would be an unusual thing for an American president. My nose itches.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Your next question for the day is, Papa, what are your thoughts on the Democrats trying to run down Donald Trump?
That's going to be that way. If it was, the Republicans tried to run down Obama, which they should have, because he was a run-down president.
Your next question for the day is how in the world what is the let me think of something that we can ask. What are your thoughts on? Well, if anyone knows, one of my famous uploads we've ever uploaded was the 4th of July cook-off. And Papa, are you able to beat Elizabeth?
I beat her last time, and she just didn't. They just cheated me out.
No, you did not. You did not beat me.
Yeah, I did.
I did.
I beat the pants off of you.
No, you did not.
You got the
Bingo.
plaque. You got the plaque.
I know. But it's not going to be that way this time, right, Tom?
That's right. She's got to stand on her own 2 feet. She had help from you, from her daddy, and everybody.
Well, because
And the pizza was good. I agree with that, but it didn't nothing touch that spaghetti.
it exceeded the limits of that spaghetti because you only got 3 votes and I had the rest of them.
Oh, I know exactly how it was.
Well, Grandpa's cooking hamburgers.
You don't have to rub it in either.
He's cooking hamburgers and hot dogs this time.
Yeah.
Why are you rubbing it in that you're gonna eat me though?
Granny's gonna get my buns from the dollar store, and they're gonna be just as soft. And I'm gonna have hot dogs, homemade chili, coleslaw. When I start chucking that on them people, they're gonna turn their nose up. I hate it for you. What are you gonna cook?
Ranch and bacon chicken.
Ranch and bacon chicken. Are you gonna have any help?
Nope.
Okay.
She's going to go down this time, right, Tom?
Yeah. She might as well go ahead and accept it.
Stop!
I want her.
I will beat him, everyone.
Should never do it.
Thumbs up!
Anyway, you know what? I know she's going down.
She going to go down?
I'm gonna take my hot dogs and cook them and kind of burn them a little bit.
Yep.
You know, kind of little, and put them in there. And I'm gonna use a special hot dog I got my eye on. And I'm gonna have special hamburgers too.
Special hamburger.
Me and Granny cooked some deer burgers the other day.
Yep.
There's not enough substance there, there's not enough merit.
If I take and
To hire and to create a special.
add a little garlic salt on them, and slice of onion, slice of tomato, ain't no way. You ask your Granny how good them hamburgers were.
They were good, everyone.
No, you didn't. This is something we made out of deer burgers.
One G made Sunday was fantastic.
The deer burger was better than that. When you cook a deer burger, it tastes just like hamburger, and it stays the same size. If you make one up that big around, when you put it on the bun, it hangs off all the way around.
Your next question for the day is, we were talking about on the last radio show that you wanted to make a documentary of your life.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Tell me more about your upgrade.
Well, how is it like when
I'm gonna write a book.
you write a book?
Be prepared.
Yeah.
Surprise. Protect your home.
Oh, Grandma.
Name my book. You never know how you look until you get the picture to it.
That's the title of the book.
That's the title of the book.
Well, everyone, if you are a fan of Wattpad or anything else, Grandpa Sam is coming out with a new book.
You never know how you look until you get your picture cooked.
Our solutions help you make the
Well, your next question for the day is, Papa, you think you need a cooking channel to cook?
Boy, that would be a good job for me, wouldn't it? I love to cook.
Yeah, we'll do your...
I would cook, if I was gonna cook for somebody, today I would probably have country fried steak and gravy,
Oh my gosh.
butter beans and sliced tomatoes. And for dessert, I'd probably have deep dish apple pie.
So when are you cooking? Papa Sam's gonna have his own cooking show. Well,
Oh, we probably, what? Oh, excuse me. What did me and you cook that day? We were making,
serious offense.
Squirrel sauce pecan, but
Investigations getting too close to home.
I had to upload that.
President, if there was ever a time.
Well, there's Chuck Schumer right there on our TV.
Special prosecutor,
What do you think of him?
it is right now.
how long we been taping you now?
I don't know, but I'm about to cut it off.
Cut it off.